point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Yes, Fambula, now welcome back to yet another very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. My name is Mohamed Kabu, and today, now the 22nd of February 2022. We got three main items and for can discuss now the program, and they are very, very interesting. The first one was the European Union to approve 245 million grants to Salone for support to the economy and many other areas. Again, the U.S. congressman, this is now a very, very important person now the U.S. government. They serve as chairman for the Foreign Relation Committee, where now Gregory Weldon makes. He don't come na Salone, and the president, Julius Maada Bio, don't come as paramount chief. And the last one what we will talk about now the issue of silver blinding, where we feel say for a very long time we don't ignore now this platform, and we see say yes, there's a need for lawyer. We rub more on this. All this and more, no go no side. You get the opportunity, okay, for send you text message. And again, don't forget this program they come live and direct na TPP Leone on YouTube. Una no go no side, we can for elaborate more.
Talking Point platform. For news everything now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit, TV.
Yes, so family, let me go first to the very good news where we get as a country. The European Union don't approve 245 million euros grant for Salone, despite where there is a political tension going in the country. Now, the European Union Commission for International Partnership, where headed by Jutta Pauliina Urpilainen, it confirms say the bloc don't decide for support Salone with 245 million euros for 4 years, within 4 years, according to the State House Media Communication Units. Now, this confirmation, they talk about because of the bilateral meeting between the African Union and the European Union, a summit where this is now the sixth time already they do in a 6 year. The summit, it did deliberately for support Africa in terms of infrastructure, in terms of electricity, in terms of clean energy, in terms of human rights, in terms of capacity building, and many, many other things there. And again, we know how the COVID impacts the country. We know how we suffer, and they self-realize that. So this is a part of the support they give. But this money, no, they can't just one time. It come by installment in 4 years. Now, last year, we see where the European Union criticized President Bio government for failing to implement most of the recommendation where the EU be make. And them people are not make always then get edge over me because, I mean, any side person, they put in money, a month for good day. Last year, if you remember, we covered that program day. The European Union criticized the government by saying that they are not implement some of the recommendations where then the EU be recommend in terms of making free and fair, credible election, the rule of law, justice for prevailing the country. And they also go for name 4 institutions then where they feel say Salone people and say it corrupt. One, the judiciary, the PPRC, the NEC, as well as the police. This be anger the government to the point that they begin put statements. Some people and go, even the spokesperson for the judiciary back then, go on air and say the EU not professional. I mean, then begin use the thing become like sort of like a challenge, you know. But again, this is just how it is. If somebody they give you money, then definitely, you know, where we stop and for like not talk. If you want a person not talk, not take your money, But once they sit down, they take them people their money, then they always come and tell what you for do. Or if they see something where they feel say no, they go right, then get for tell we. So the government appreciate, the government accept, the government gladly, then give them approve 245 million euro for can help in many, many areas. But at the same time, then they put on with condition, then grant here, then money not entirely be free. Now then get conditionality. What you for do now that make they come instant, they come by installments, bit by bit. Oh, now do this first, then say yes, now do this, then release another bunch of them. Not like that. So say at the end of the day, if they're satisfied with all, then we do not all. So these are good news because each time money can at the country for development, we appreciate, we like that. But the thing we can worry about, how many times you they listen me to don't hear about millions of dollars, the Canada country, EU give it this, America give it this, Japan give it this, China give it this give it this. How many for more some of who will be they can be they like picking small one with they get the money tell on some big man there with the still area, but notice no impact. And this is because most of them money are when they can at the country, they are not going for the intended purpose. No, they are going to the pocket of people where they are the HLM of power, the people where they share the resources. Most of the money they go to them. And after that, they make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 propaganda and share. And this is why we need to go. Getting a grant or loan per se, not entirely bad, because if you check history, Japan was grounded in the Second World War. They start from scratch, then borrow money. Now trust and trust from institutions. They did today now one of the leading economy in the world. Now one of the leading economy in the world, the third developed economy in the world. So, but they use the aid, they use the grant judiciously, the right way. And this now the thing we lack. When the money they come, they're gonna the right intended purposes. People and deliberate them will see that Sidompana and Sheba, just like that. It left off. How many times you don't hear about the money there? So sometimes not even just interested, But with the counter anyway, we let people just aware and know. Not for the rely on them money yourself. I see people and they celebrate now social media too. We don't get to. I mean, how long are we going to continue for accept big? For go big, all 10% and give it, all 10% and give it. And some people that with your cited memory, then you just facing a big thing. I mean, just take a look at yourself. If all 10 pass, you go big before you eat. If all 10 you go big pass, you wear close. If all 10 you go big pass, you go big before you able to do something, before you able to build side for yourself. Is that good thing out there for you? Ask this question for you, find the answer for yourself. You go not say yes, deliberate any country where they continue just for give money like that, not to the right thing now they for grow. And that makes some of we not can just appreciate their money there like that. Okay, let we move from now. We go to the next one. A very important figures in Canada the country, and these don't make a lot of waves. People, some they say Air Force One don't come at the country. Some they say, oh, Salon bless. Some they praise the government. Some they praise President Bio say Air Force don't come at the country. And the first time these people are never understand. Some man I know they know how some man they think. When you talk about Air Force not the plane where the president they enter that day. You understand? So the president in Plano, Congress people and will just come. You say, "Yeah, for scam." Oh, come on, man. If certain people are able to know, ask people that will know, or you do research, or you Google, or go YouTube, go on Google, search and know. You educate yourself instead of you sit on social media, they spread fake news. Thing we're not happy just for make propaganda, and sometimes some of them here it can funny. But anyway, look count to the other side. We're very good out of this. This is a very powerful person, like I talk now, chairman of the United States Foreign Relations Committee, Winner Gregory Wilding, where a counter delegation we comprised of senior congressmen and women, then paid a courtesy call to Julius Maada Bio, the president, on Sunday. And then describe Salon as a shining example of democracy in Africa. And again, this now man where trace in roots come na Salon in people and be common doing the slave trade, and catching people. So like through the power of science and DNA in ancestral home na Salon. So he happy for come home. So let me just play some of the clips then with Encamp, and then we play some of the message from with Encounter now. I want to say good. Lobby play for now. Okay, Famula, that was the trip. That was the plane where people in the say, now Air Force One. So I don't know now, so not to Air Force One only. Okay, because Air Force One on that day, the plane with the President of the United States of America, they on board. Now, this congressman delegation of very powerful figures, and we come visit Salon, and of course, let's see the welcome and the speech made by the president, where this gentleman don't accept to be an honorary paramount chief for we country, and we know say this gets a multiply effect. Now, good news for we, now good news for the country, because no matter what, I believe say some level of assistance development will take place. Take a look at this.
Barack Obama may have Kenya, but I have Sierra Leone. But when I look at you out there today, and I think about the accomplishments of this great government, and I think about where this country is headed, this country, my ancestral home, when I look at the progress against all odds, a shining example of democracy right here in Sierra Leone. When I look at the accomplishments, you said this nation stands for good, stands for freedom, and stands for justice. And that you are going to make tomorrow better than our today and yesterday.
It is an honor to have every one of you here in our beautiful country, Sierra Leone. And we're looking forward to a greater partnership, one that will be of partners, not one leading us. We know America is the world superpower, but we have a president that is focused, a president that believes in gender equality, a president that has empowered so many women in this country, a president that believes that a man and a woman can work together as partners.
This is home for us, and this is home for you. And this will always be home away from home. You are assured. Welcome again to Sierra Leone. Welcome to the fourth most peaceful country in Africa. Welcome to one of the most tolerant nations in the world. Welcome to our democracy, where we have abolished the death penalty, permanently removed all criminal libel laws, clamped down on corruption, made tremendous progress in ruling justly, robustly fighting all forms of sexual and gender violence, taking progressive steps to assure gender empowerment and women's equality, expanded access to justice, and promoted and protected people's rights, invested in human capital development as a national priority. Paramount Chief Mix, I'm truly touched by your thoughtfulness in making this trip, and to bring such illustrious sons back. I'm humbled by your kind spiritedness, moved by your commitment, and inspired by your leadership and passion. So, from the depths of our heart, And on behalf of the Republic of Sierra Leone, I welcome you home, Paramount Chief Mix.
Okay, that was the clip where we don't play for now, and I don't say yes, indeed. This honorable chairman of the House Committee, we responsible for foreign relations. We are a descendant of Sierra Leone and people during slavery, then become Onaya. I don't accept for be a paramount chief. This is very, very important for we as a country, and we appreciate, and we hope more and more very, very important, influential people then we connected na Salon go one day visit the country, because we know say them visit here get a positive effect for we. Now, now we move on to the last point, okay? The last issue na the last issue na the program. Now, Silver Blyden na a strong political figure na the country, a very popular politician. We know he served the previous government as a minister in social welfare, as well as he worked under the presidency office as a special aid. And look, the thing what they try to talk about here is not about in political ambition. We don't talk about within you don't engage in. We talk about the behavior where it don't try for where it don't try for copy. It just don't reduce itself to something very small, very small. Now, woman when me get high level respect for. Now that mean for a very long time, we don't really see but Blyden, they come up with many of your videos and audios there. Some of us we ignore largely, but of recent time, we don't say no. There's a time when we need for call a spade, we need for say certain things when things and they go wrong. Yeah, is a lady, yeah, is a person where say come on a well mannered home, a well respected home, and it aspire for be the first female president of the country. Now in goal nandi, now in political ambition nandi, and now that you want rule the country. But it's not bad, because Salon we not ever test woman yet. Maybe, just maybe, if we decide for test woman, we might see different. Because from we get independent, even up till now, a man and they rule me. Now then they make the decision, the highest echelon of powers, everything, a woman. So I mean, a man, and we never try woman. Maybe pass, maybe, just maybe, if we try woman one time, what we just see, even if in 5 years or 10 years, when we see the difference and we'll compare, then we'll make decisions, say, okay, let man and continue anyway, or let woman and continue. That I make, and when woman come out, they say you want whole country, and also say yes, we still get that mentality, say man for always there on top, man for rule, woman. We not to get, the traditional way, the cultural eyes, we not see woman there as for be tough and strong leaders. That make the ambition, we don't know anything can happen for her. But the point we want to make, we see Silver Blyden, they go down at the road of being so low. They come publicly, they cause mommy cause. What kind of example are you sending out on social media? We're not going to play for their videos and we're not going to play for their audios and why? Because we don't want to continue for spread them kind and bad cost and we're not going to do it. Of course, a lot of una don't listen to audios and a lot of una, but we're not going to be able to play on that. But I know say people who don't listen and they know exactly what they talk, and this not to the 1 10, not to the 2 10, not to the 3 10. We not ever talk about that on this platform. Now the first thing is who decides to say no, we say get responsibility. When something is wrong, we have to say it's not about only about the governing anybody. This platform independent from anybody, from any political party. This now for Salon people, now the voice of the people. What is Silver Blyden they do so, it reduce in chances, it reduce in character, it reduce in ambition, it reduce even what it stand for. How can you as a mother, how can you as a woman, how can you as a public figure, how can you do somebody who they represent woman interest, they come out, they cost money come. When you are in politics, you get for just be control the emotion. You get for control emotion. Now, the justification of somebody lied by you or somebody curse you or somebody lied, I mean, whatever the case may be, as a public figure, you get for mind the word and control emotion. If you're not able to control emotion, not go into politics. Even we hold in our social media, when we will come up with them program there, we get people where sometimes they like what they do, then we'll come and praise you, this, that, thank you, God bless you. We get to get other people and at the other side where they curse we for no good reason. So man, they just what no one let you talk anything, whether not two they talk or whether not four and I lie you lie down. You not just one let you just keep quiet. You understand? They curse me, but we know they react. We know they go after many of the comments. Sometimes I already pass and read and see. Some of them were interesting. We can replies, you know, but they don't make sense. We know say the person level headed like we can reply to them. But if we just say this person not just any kind of Jack and Jill, we can just left and like that. But what are they trying to talk about? You get for control emotion. If Silver Blyden at this point enable control in emotion, what about if he can't get power? He can't be president. Are we prepared for give us in a president who go sit on our social media they cause mommy cause? It's shameful. Now they copy about the other. I mean, look, people like then the bio the way we copy so the course or I mean whatever or any other person. None of them are the same positions. Then you understand? None of them are the same position, and at least we not even get any kind of resemblance of I mean, we not stand for the same cause anyway. But for copy, because we don't even see where they go after a lot of people where sometimes it can accuse say they share a name or Kungusa. I mean, just too, it bad. It bad. Then causing the wire from where they come up from Silver Blighter. Anybody probably, maybe by chance you go listen this. I mean, you ever think twice, buckle up. I mean, if you're really serious about your political ambition, if not this way they sell yourself, then some of you not going to buy your idea, and some of you go help for let people not even think for listen to you. You might feel say maybe we're small, but believe me, the power of the social media, you know, they joke with her, you know, they try, you know, go able to try. Because they go far and wide, and people in the listen way sometimes, many times, people in the listen way. So Silver Blighter and get for think twice, you get for remember, say yes, indeed, cause not to the solution. If you are in politics, you get for control emotion. For cause you mama na part of politics. For Congo say you na part of politics. For let people hate you na part of politics. You get for prepare all hand. So if you're not prepared and you're not like that, then what is the point of you going to politics? What did you do there? What did they do there? If now made them cost you mama, why are they going to politics? If now made them Congo you, why are they going to politics? If now made them hate you, why are they going to politics? This is politics. This is politics. Once you go inside here, prepare for the worst or the best. That's it. But coming out, we get picking them now where they can on social media. Then 14, 15, 16 years, where they can watch Silver Blight and they cost mommy cost. It's shameful, it's disgraceful. I was shocked. And I ever feel and believe, say, Salon, we go get leaders there. This now a minister or now one time now ex-minister. They come publicly, they cost mommy cost na social media. What a state, what a shame. What a shame. Which levels and we don't go down, we don't go down. The level don't go down. Integrity, respect, honor is no longer available to some people. Now they see publicly. I mean, time go kind this country. I mean, cost now just like any other thing. Mommy cost. I mean, respect not again for woman. Then. Respect not again for mama. Then. Respect not again for sisters. Then, particularly una people they look up to. It's shamefully disgraceful. I hope you learn from this and no impedance here, because again, what we go do on each time we see them videos and they will make reaction. They let people and just know say person like Silver Blight them don't jump to another level. They cause mommy cause now. I mean, just this not distraction. I mean, we don't know if that's something they do in it or whatever. We not just know. We not just know. Perhaps who knows? Maybe I mean stress, maybe trauma, maybe depression in any kind of way. Because some of you not be the expect Silver Blinding for Timap publicly they cause mommy cause. You know, woman. Anyway, Family, and so we will tap. My name is Mohamed Kabu, and we will come back again with another very interesting segment. We tell you plenty thank you. Una left on a busy schedule for January, and hopefully the next program will be on Thursday. Until then, bye bye.
Talking point platform.